Welcome to this video segment where I, as a criminal defense lawyer, am going to go over one of the most important things that you should know. I do not expect you to use this advice today. I hope you never come into contact with police and get arrested. But this is a good video for if you do at some point in your future. As a criminal defense lawyer, I see this happen all the time. I work with cases in the Phoenix area. Every day, we have people who didn't know about their Miranda rights. And this is one of the things I wish everyone knew. That the police do not have to advise you of your Miranda rights when arresting you. This is common, this comes up every day for us, that people want their case dismissed because the police did not give them their constitutional rights the moment they got put in handcuffs. So let's dig a little deeper into this. It is a common misconception perpetuated by popular movies and TV shows that the police are required to advise you of your rights at the time of your arrest. The truth, however, is that the police are only required to advise you of your Miranda rights if they plan to interrogate you while you are in custody. This is called a custodial interrogation. Therefore, if the police approach you on the streets and they question you, then later place you under arrest, then the answers you gave prior to being arrested are admissible, will be allowed at your trial. The related misconception is that if the police do not advise any suspects of their constitutional Miranda rights immediately, then all the charges will be dropped. Again, this is not true. The remedy for a failure to advise a suspect of his constitutional rights prior to a custodial interrogation is to exclude or remove those statements, including any possible confessions, from the trial, but not to dismiss the charges. This is so important for you to know now before you come into contact with the police. Most people expect, and they're not aware, that the police don't actually have to tell you your Miranda rights unless you are in custody, so arrested and confined to a very specific area that you are not free to leave from. And then they ask you interrogating questions. This is super important because people want their cases dismissed when they don't get told their Miranda rights. But that's not going to happen. This is not going to happen in many DUI cases where the courts have come down and said, look, if the police ask you a bunch of questions about how much have you been drinking tonight, that's not interrogating questions because you're not under arrest at that point. You at that point are technically still free to leave. Granted, this is a small exception that is very common for DUI cases. We have lawyers who are trained to know when and where, why, how, exactly when Miranda violations occur. One of the common situations that happen for us that we see frequently, the police will call someone and say, hey, please come down to the station. I would love to hear more about what happened. Or even right there on the phone, they say, I would love to hear more of what happened. And the police at that point do not give you your Miranda rights. If the police don't do that, that may not be a violation. They may ask you all kinds of incriminating questions over the phone or at the police station. But part of the requirement is you have to be able to be free to leave or confined to that area. So depending on the situation, if you're free to leave, then everything you say is going to be allowed at your trial. But if you're not free to leave and you answer incriminating questions and the police do not give you Miranda, then great. We are going to be able to remove all of those statements you made from your trial. Again, that does not automatically dismiss your case, but it will absolutely help your lawyer. So it's important that if you believe something like this has happened to you, that you absolutely contact us. The sooner the better. And if you haven't come into contact with the police yet, then it's important that you know this now. and that the police are trained to try and get as much information from you as possible before they officially arrest you and you're not free to leave. Because they want to use everything they can against you at your trial. Once again, my name's Zach Divelbiss. I'm a criminal defense lawyer and owner at Future First Criminal Law. We help keep good people out of jail. If you believe that we can help you, please contact us for a free consultation.